Hello. Hello, everybody. Woo! Let's go,
Ooh.
interns.
Whoa. Hi everyone. Hi. Hey. Good to see you.
Hey, everyone who's watching.
Hi,
And you know what?
everybody.
Hey to everyone who isn't watching too. You'll be watching soon, and I look forward to having you here.
hmm
Hi, everybody. Can we get a sound check? How are the levels? Are we sounding? Can you hear us out there? Hello. I really hope you can hear us. What do you all think of the sound?
Yeah, I can it's coming through. It's coming through on the stream. It's coming through on the stream. I'm a little less of quality coming through us than anyone else, but
But you're
and
audible. Audible.
yeah.
Okay.
Executive Lord Benito says yes. Good. Good.
Yes, and it is good to have you executives in the chat. Thank you, all the executives who are watching tonight. So we just got the notification before going live that not only are we doing this live stream where we take you on a tour through Intern Testing Facility where we will be tested, but we are also going to face the greatest challenge of all, which is which one of us will be pretty much left to die by the executives.
So we don't really know what by which metrics the executives are going to be evaluating us today, and that's fine because we're used to operating without very much knowledge. But essentially, at the end of the night, the executives are going to choose one of the three interns to stop providing with food and nourishment and food pellets in our live work cubicles. So we're under a lot of pressure here, but that's how we like it. We like to work hard and under pressure and respond to that pressure.
Yeah, we're going to take you through the intern testing facility today, but we are doing that from our cubicles in intern purgatory. And what that's like for us is it's an endless, vast white expanse, and we all sit on our own cubicles floating in this expanse. I've never seen intern Isaiah or intern Cashew. Um, I they're out there somewhere, but intern purgatory is just so big. You're not going to run into anyone else ever. And if the executives decide to cut off our supply of food pellets, then we're done for. That's there's nothing else to eat here on our cubicle. And sometimes you see a cubicle that this has happened to an intern inside of, and it's not a pretty sight.
I'm not even convinced we can eat ourselves if it came down to that. I don't know whether there's much nourishment in an intern body. It's something that I hope to not have to learn, but something that one of us might be learning later after the events of tonight unfold.
I'm pretty sure I'm mostly just a hologram. I'm a hologram special type intern. So I yeah, if we could not test the bounds of my nourishing capacity, I would appreciate that.
Though I do kind of wonder if you know, if a holographic if a hologram could nourish itself, if a hologram could eat itself, if you're used to being based off of holographic energy, whether you could be nourished by your own holographic energy. Again, I think it's something that you maybe will be figuring out if things go um well tonight for me and not for you.
Well,
Uh,
already because I'm the intern that was chosen for my intern terminal to be the computer from which we are streaming from. I have my ping is much better than both of yours, so that already is probably a plus for me. But I don't know. Maybe the executives like laggy interns. If you're an executive in the chat and you could let us know if it's better to be a laggy intern or a intern that's very up to date and fast intern, because we really don't know what it is that the executives want.
And I'd say in terms of laggy interns is that despite your better ping rate, I would say that you're lagging a little bit on clicking that start button. So I think that's something that is maybe
Yes.
going to work against you in the evaluation of our supervisors. So
Oh
just
no, it looks like Executive Lord Benito in the chat is really looking for speed. If just make sure that that reflects upon intern Johnny, not the rest of us, okay?
but we're going to respond really fast. Hey, welcome to the intern testing facility. We're here at the doorway at the great stairs into the facility. It's exciting to be here. I can't wait to get in there really fast.
Yeah, as you know, as a hologram based intern, I really can appreciate the aesthetic that was considered for these stairs. There's like a lot of them, which yeah, good on you, whoever thought that out. It's really impressive.
Yeah, one of the things I thought that would be interesting to all of you executives if we sort of went over what we think is how we think the intern testing facility came to be the way it is. From our intern minds have gone to intern training, and so we have some idea of how the different elements within the intern testing facility were created, and we thought that perhaps you executives would be interested in hearing about our thoughts of how the intern testing facility was made.
Yeah, it looks great. It was made really nice.
We're also initially being greeted here, it looks like, by intern CEO, intern CEO. I don't know if you two had the same experience, but the first time I went to the intern testing facility, intern CEO is who greeted me. So it's nice to see them again. Hi, intern CEO.
Hello, intern
Um,
CEO.
Hi, intern CEO.
let's see what. Yeah, let's go in. Executive Lord Benita said speed.
Yes, I'm trying to click the button.
Wow, seems like not a very fast intern.
I swear
But
this isn't. Oh no. This is pretty much my worst nightmare.
Oh, look, we have a new executive in the chat. Executive the Bro Percent.
okay,
If
there's a lot of eyes on us.
I would like to just point out that I did successfully click on the button.
This is where the executives test interns. Yeah, that's true. I think lots of people understood that already.
I'm try to make my brand really compelling. Well, I'm as an intern, I specialize. One of my specialties as an intern is branding. So I think this part of the intern testing facility will go really well for me.
Hmm.
The execs might notice you and help you find a way out. That's really all an intern can dream of, is to get out. Oh, it looks like we don't have a brand, so it looks like your branding specialty there, intern Johnny, is actually a pretty big disappointment, because that was something you were supposed to be bringing to the table, and it looks like you have once again failed us.
Oh dear. Oh, but maybe we can find one in there.
Quickly, quickly, we have to go find one.
Thank you, intern CEO. Do you think intern CEO is watching right now?
Oh, I don't know, but I know that the executive, the Bro Percent, has suggested that pranksters is what they are seeking for in intern behavior.
Hmm.
Before me stands an immense gate between immense walls. Maybe first, one thing we could clear up is that we right now this is what you call an intern co situation, where we're actually all controlling this intern. We're all interns, but we're also controlling this intern together.
COCO stands for collective consciousness cohabitate, and that's yeah, when there multiple interns are inside one intern body navigating their intern world.
It's also Intern Cocoa. It's a super cute acronym for whoever created it. So I just wanted to say, yeah, on an aesthetics level, rating really high.
Let's go in.
Oh, I wish I was better at clicking this button.
Oh, Intern Johnny.
Yeah, we all kind of wish that about you, but also it's sort of comforting for us because it feels like maybe we'll be getting fed for a lot longer.
Now, the first place we head to in the testing facility is it's a wonderful locale that's called the Bog. This is one of my favorite locations.
Yeah, the bog is kind of like it's sort of a brand element primordial soup. It's sort of a stressful place to be, or you're gonna feel a lot, you're gonna think a lot because brand elements like emotions and ideas are gonna be constantly kind of bubbling up from the bog and coming towards you and making you think and feel.
And for anyone who is just tuning in now, we're the Tough Guy Mountain interns, and we're waiting for you, the executives in the chat, to let us know which one of us will be cut loose, as in which one of us the Tough Guy Mountain Company will stop feeding with intern pellets to slowly starve upon our intern cubicles.
If I die, I want to come back as someone named Intern Pellets.
So this is just like Intern Isaiah said. I am feeling overwhelmed. We are feeling overwhelmed by hundreds of thoughts and emotions, many of them negative, I might add.
Most of them wondering if we're going to survive the end of this evening.
The ghostly green figure looms ahead. Looks like Executive Gorilla Gonzalez looks like Gorilla Gonzalez. Okay, if we will, whatever you say, Executive Gorilla Gonzalez.
We'll go to dogehype.com if that's what our bosses want us to do.
If it means that it'll keep the pellets flowing, I will go to dogehype.com for you, intern Gorilla Gonzalez.
Yeah.
I think this might be a prank, though. I think this might be someone trying to get the interest of Executive the Bro percent.
Oh my gosh, that's such a cruel prank.
Yeah.
No need to apologize for an executive Lord Benito.
I believe this ghostly green figure is a hologram named Milady Green Vapors, and she is a guiding hologram. So it's always a good idea to follow her because she'll take you where you want to go.
Okay, let's follow.
Unless the executives think we shouldn't follow her.
Oh no, it's too late. I already did.
Well,
no.
Sometimes the executives like a decisive intern, so
don't
stress too much there, Intern Johnny.
Well, here we found ourselves at a crossroads, both literally and metaphorically. The ghostly green woman suggests we go down the bridge further. Wow.
We should follow her.
Okay.
Robust and sad.
Yeah, like two bubbles just came up to us, and one of them was making us feel robust, which is nice, but the other was making us feel sad, which is not nice. And that's what brand elements do, and that's what these little bubbles that are in the bog, they're these brand bubbles that they're making us feel robust and sad right now, and making us think about emptiness and adaptation.
It's interesting. I think here, thinking about emptiness and adaptation in the context of our situation tonight, emptiness is going to be, not all of us, but one of our stomachs in the near future, and hopefully, maybe one of us who is more of a coding intern will be able to adapt our stomachs to, instead of need food, to just be able to survive on air.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I wonder if that bubble, I wonder if that was a bubble or whether we're just all already thinking about emptiness.
I'm thinking of the emptiness that lies beyond the grave.
And I'm thinking about how to adapt my way out of that.
Well, the Milady Green Vapors did beckon down the bridge. Is it consensus that we should follow? Because the Cocoa Co does operate on a consensus basis.
I vote we continue down the bridge.
Yes, I would also like to be part of this group that continues on.
All right, second crossroads. Great to be here. I just want to say it's great to be here at the second crossroads with this boiling broth all around us.
Yeah, I appreciate that there's some symmetry considered as part of this, as part of the design in this testing facility.
Executive the broker sense that maybe the coders don't need to be fed if they are so resourceful. Aren't you a coding intern, Johnny?
Yes, but I haven't cracked the code of my own digestion. That remains to be the final frontier of coding.
That's not very ambitious, you know.
I like to think of myself as a very ambitious intern. I will try to remedy this. I'll try to crack the code of my own digestion.
And beyond.
When do we? So gloomy in the distance, we see a dark aisle.
Yeah.
But also, in the east, a hill is erupting from swampy terrain.
I see that.
A swampy terrain.
The
Swamp seems very lush, and like we might be able to find something to eat.
The ghostly green woman smiles at us and drifts across the water towards the aisle. I think that, you know, I'm just going to keep voting to follow Milady Green Vapors. And I'm feeling cheeky and melancholy.
Melancholy.
I'm thinking about this. I am certainly thinking about conserving my own existence.
Surreally.
So if we head westward, then we will be headed towards the aisle. We arrive at the aisle across the bog.
Seems like a great place to be. What's going on in this aisle? A dismal village, eh?
Village is so dismal.
Why did Milady Green Vapors take us here of all places?
Sometimes it's hard to know what is inside a hologram's heart. Could this be another hologram? What do you think? A hooded figure approaches us.
Yeah, I feel like the ghost of, Christmas past is heading us off to the ghost of Christmas future right now, and it doesn't feel good.
Future was the scary one, right?
Yeah.
Oh. It's so, you usually think of the future as like limitless and there's so much potential, so it's very strange to think of it as the scary one.
Unless you aren't going, unless your pellet supply is going to be cut off, and then that future is as dismal as this quaint island village we find ourselves on.
Oh no. What about maybe some of these local grasses we could scrounge up and bring back to our cubicle? Oh.
Yeah.
They're actually, you
can.
No one has ever transferred matter between the intern testing facility and the intern cubicles, to the best of my knowledge. So I don't think that's possible, and I think it's questionable that you thought it was possible about your long-term prospects in this place.
I think that if you took some of this grass and you turned it into like intellectual property, you might be able to do something where when you got back to your cubicle, you could reproduce it. Possibly you could find some way to copy your intellectual property and then produce as much grass as you want. Not saying that I would do that. Not saying that I would do that.
All I want to eat are pellets.
Yeah, we're all happy pellet eaters and with strict diets. Okay, these look familiar.
And we're not allowed on their aisle.
Oh, this sucks. Oh, how many others?
I'm guessing feels like maybe 150.
This would be really nice. This would be a nice this aisle perhaps. I know we're not allowed on it, but maybe I could, as an IP based intern, I could cast some IP on this and maybe take some of it with me, even though they say it's theirs.
This is a risky move to take, but I love a risky intern. Hopefully executives do as well.
I think that
I need a roll. I need to roll for this.
Oh wait, these sketchy interns are going to give us a brand element if we go away.
Okay, none of you may believe this, but I actually did roll a 17.
So does that mean that you obtain the IP of this island?
Maybe with a pretty good, maybe like a corner of it, pretty solidly, I think.
Oh, that must really put you up in the runnings in the eyes of the executives.
Well, while you're busy acquiring little pieces of private islands, we're busy acquiring the color sunflower seed gray and building our brands, which is what good interns should do, not try to acquire private property.
I mean, this isn't. It's a private island for the execs higher up.
I'm happy renting.
Oh God, I would never presume ownership over anything. Oh no, I've just sabotaged myself.
Executives take note of what this intern has done. But maybe the executives don't like a backstabby intern. Maybe I'm being a bit of a backstabby intern. Oh. I'm sorry, Father Executive, for I have sinned. Okay, we've got a brand element. That's pretty good. Let's get out of this bog. Yeah, we promise we will not tell anyone about your aisle except for all the people that are watching this stream.
But
who've already been told that.
Assumedly, they already know about it because these are executives. This is an executive stream.
That's true. They shouldn't presume executives can't see them. Executives are always watching them on streams just like this.
They must have meant don't tell any interns about it.
Or they're just naive.
I believe that it's, as an intern, it's good to be naive. In the north, goodness. A tunnel is looming.
Again with that melancholy.
Melancholy.
Perhaps I shall go north into the tunnel. Oh no. You all know I'm claustrophobic, right?
Nope, but we do now. Or, if we believe you. Do you believe that your fellow intern is claustrophobic, intern Kathy? Cashew? Whatever we're calling you?
We exist kind of in this endless void, so I suppose you've never had an option to discover enclosed spaces before.
Oh, no.
It's rather inconvenient.
Oh no. Oh. Our feelings and thoughts have been released. But there's a new sensation. The smell of chamomile. Looking down, I see dozens of paper cups filled with tea. Looking down,
I'm gonna drink all. Can we drink all of these as fast as we can?
Yes, we're drinking the tea. I didn't. I tried to, I swear. It's very loud in here.
Or we must have knocked it over with our clumsy cocoa feet.
There's too many interns in here. I can't hear myself think. Okay, that's good to know. Let's find out what's inside. Wow. This is really a hustling and bustling kind of place. Several interns are sitting at this central table that we're visiting. They're busy and they do not notice us. The intern does notice us and says, "Welcome to the intern sorting facility. Which section would you like access to?" I love it here in the sorting facility, even though it's very loud. I'm going to try to go follow the Milady Green Vapors to the east. A pointy, eager intern says, "Enjoy the fog, intern."
Thank you. We will.
Thank you for saying that. Oh no, not another tunnel.
There's a lot of tunnels so far, but I'm feeling brave about it.
I'm feeling brave, and it's. I'd just like to point out it's very impressive that I'm feeling brave because I was more afraid before this started because I am claustrophobic.
Yeah, it is fair to only measure your bravery versus the amount of fear you are overcoming.
If there's any executives who are just joining us now in the chat, our fate is up to you. One of us is going to be starved to death by the end of this testing facility experience, and it's up to you, the executives, to decide which of us is going to be starved to death. I think that I deserve to live because I know a lot of things about the intern testing facility. I think if that is something that executives like. But also, if executives like an ignorant intern, I'm also ignorant of a lot of things. Here we are in the fog. This is a dense fog. I'm guessing it's a holographic fog.
Oh my goodness. On our mark.
Get set. And go!
Okay, we're running.
The other intern is also running.
Benita can appreciate our speed.
We haven't started. It looks like we haven't started running yet.
Oh, so the other intern ran? Okay, let's run.
Yeah.
The other intern is really showing us
Definitely running.
Uh-oh,
Okay.
For Executive Lord Benito.
The path splits in two. To our left, a ramp. To our right, not a ramp. What do we get? Something is compelling us to run at full speed, and the opponent runs in the other direction. Do we go ramp or not a ramp?
I vote left.
Ramp.
Is left the ramp?
Left is ramp.
I guess we'll have a pretty impressive acceleration if we go up the ramp at full speed.
Okay, here we go. We're running up the ramp. We're running across the ramp. We're jumping across the ramp.
Just want to point out to the executives this is my idea, and they all went with it, so it just shows that I've got good leadership abilities.
Yes, well, we'll just have to see how this goes, won't we?
Well, you vote against it, so you have to also own accountability for the consequences of what happens.
I'm really good at following the rules and agreeing with what other people say.
I'm good at agreeing with what other people say, but also thinking my own thoughts about it and just keeping those thoughts to myself. Leaping off the ramp with all of our momentum. Oh, I hope this goes well. And hope the hype...
Do we have a choice to just use half of our momentum and save some of it for later, like when we're really hungry?
I think the ramp might help us achieve our goal. We leap, and we sail over a pit of garbage. Looks like that went well for us. They chose to avoid the ramp. And what did happen to them? And they fall down into the garbage.
We're so physically able.
I bet that intern is not up for getting starved.
No, in the email it said it was only us who are going to be selected. We're going to keep running. All I know is that these intern legs can move. We sprint out.
Just keep running.
Finally, we're in the lead. But we hear a rumbling behind us. Oh no. Oh, I hate rumbles. A giant orange boulder is closing in on us.
Orange as opposed to every other color.
I think we should try not to be squished by the boulder. That was my idea.
Sure. Yeah. Okay, I agree with you.
Oh no. Oh dear.
Oh. Ooh. I thought that would turn out differently.
I think I still had the right idea.
Yeah, I think, I mean, maybe, gosh, Intern Isaiah's been awfully quiet. Maybe it's his fault, that we didn't manage to get past that boulder. Hey Isaiah, we didn't get past that boulder.
Well,
And what looks like you got squished.
I think you're already starting to feel this in the real world. Oh no.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine.
So our opponent
Boulder does see you.
Our opponent has caught up with us. We just have to do more running. There can't be any other thing that we would have to do.
So we're squished by the boulder and he's filthy.
But we've come to another chasm regardless.
Executives in the chat, would you rather be squished by a boulder or be filthy?
Inside this chasm are 9 leafless trees. In front of this chasm is a small stone fence. I think I vote that we run and jump at one of the trees.
I concur.
Okay, that's 2 out of 3.
Two votes inside the Cocoa Co.
We have 1 vote from the executives for filthy, so I guess.
I totally agree. I would rather be filthy too, definitely.
Yeah, it's really embarrassing that we've been squished by a boulder. The executive broker sent access the boulders clean. Intern Isaiah, I think you had the worst effects from the boulder.
I will say, despite getting squished by that boulder, it was a very clean boulder and did not make me filthy at all.
We've tried to jump onto the trees and we land amongst crackly branches. That's where we're at now. And below us is the chasm, so that's pretty scary. And there's water below that.
Whoa. Well, if you weren't clean, now you have an opportunity to get clean.
The trees are growing out of a giant well. This is so confusing. I guess that this must have been some feat of both coding and holography.
I don't know, but I think I think I'm gonna create a little. I like it a lot. I think I'm gonna bring it back to my cubicle with me. I'm gonna roll to bring a little IP home, and I have a roll of 14 with that, which, pretty good. It's pretty good. Not great.
Do we climb to the other side?
Executive broker chose the clean boulder, getting crushed by it. It's good to know, because I did get that, so maybe intern the brokers. I mean, the executive.
Whoa! What did you just call them?
Executive the broker.
I think they've lost.
Voting for the one who got crushed by the clean boulder and lived out the fate fantasy that they perceived for themselves.
Yeah. I don't think they're going to, and I don't think they'll appreciate being called an intern, though. That might burn any good.
I mean, I think you just called them an intern.
No. So we get to the other side of the well. Nowhere to be seen is our opponent. That's good.
I didn't like them anyways.
I didn't like them because they weren't at risk of starving. I can only like people who are, like me, at risk of starving.
Yeah.
Okay, what about this doorway? Maybe there's some food behind this doorway?
Filled with a strange fog.
I'm going to guess that we haven't actually really entered the fog yet, that this is the real entrance to the fog, and that everything we've done up until this point has just been, for the amusement of the executives who are watching
to the amusement and possible profit of them, because we have gleaned some new IP from the island, and from this cool little well with a stick. I have this bit of IP for a well with a stick growing out of it.
Walking into the swirling fog, this is definitely holographic. I think there's no doubt about that.
How can you tell the difference between holographic and real fog? It feels real to me.
When you've worked with holographs for as long as I have, you can just tell, and I think the executives would know what I mean. The doorway we walked through already feels lost forever.
Great, we're never gonna get out of here.
Are we all gonna starve?
Maybe we'll be starving sooner than we thought.
There's no way to find our bearings.
I know exactly what this metaphor means, because I know exactly what a ship lost at sea without chart or compass is.
I'm just gonna keep stumbling around and find our way back to the door.
Wait, just 1 second. I know we are not ships. We are interns.
Yeah, we are interns. Here.
I
do see a twinkly light of emerald in the distance.
Okay, let's follow that. Let's
Are you sure?
Let's follow that. Yeah, I mean, I really don't like the sensation of being lost in this fog.
Well, we've got the interns executives. The executives are curious of whether the other executives prefer our more nautical themed interns or land lover themed interns.
We're blind, but for our emerald guide. Finally, we close the distance on the twinkle. There's a man.
We have one vote. One vote for nautical.
For nautical.
Well, I'm the only one who stated that they are indeed aware of what a ship is. So that makes me the most nautical, and I hope I have more opportunities to prove my nauticality.
I also like ships. Mostly, I like my relationships with my bosses, which are completely subservient.
There's a man standing in the fog. No, not a man. Just a statue of one.
No,
He looks...
social interaction.
I love when you think that you see a person, but then when you realize it's just a statue.
The executive floor, Benita liked my joke. Oh, that's a point for me, Shirley.
I'm glad that the executive is happy.
What joke did you say?
Surely it's my nautical joke about my relationships. I don't know if it was funny the second time I say it. What if they get tired of me?
That's what I'm trying to bait you into.
Oh.
This statue looks less disturbed. His eye is the source of the emerald twinkle, of course. I should have known all along. Our head is filled with the idea of knowing the best thing to do in a situation, but not doing it.
No.
How ironic.
Oh,
Well,
that's the brand element we got. Okay. So
We're halfway there.
So that's a idea or an emotion?
I guess it's the idea of knowing what to do, but not.
Alright, so we've got half of a brand right now. We've got our color, sunflower seed gray, and we've got our idea, knowing the best thing to do, but not doing it. I think it's something we can all relate to at some point in our lives.
I think that we should probably walk through this door, but if I could be convinced to wander the fog lost forever.
I think we should sail through the door because
wait.
nautical interns.
That's a
At
good
least
one.
I am. I don't know if you are. Okay, we're back in this facility. At least we're not lost in the fog anymore.
No. It's still playing the fog music, though, strangely enough.
Did we get get any hints from?
I think it did say she was. I think she was standing by the northern door. It said. Sorry, it's so noisy in here. I can barely hear any of you.
I think we should note that the executives don't, for your clarity, we choose not to share this audio with you. So it is not.
No, they can. The executives can hear it loud and clear.
Executives can hear it.
Oh, never mind. You're right.
And you should always assume that the
Oh no, Executive Bro Percent has given us points off for noisy audio.
But yes, executive. Thank you, executive. So I'm going to hopefully follow Milady Green Vapor north. A bored pale intern says, "Enjoy the garden, intern."
Thank you, bored pale intern. Bored pale intern.
What do you think the bored pale intern's name is?
Bored Palin.
A flat, well-manicured
Sarah
lawn
Palin's son.
with large, twisty trees. Their foliage is lush. This is much nicer than the other places you've been.
I'm inclined to agree. I know that the executives like nautical things, but how do they feel about lush forests?
There's more than just trees and well-manicured lawn here. You don't say. There are sculptures. How nice. We love sculpture gardens.
We are interns that love sculpture gardens, so it's nice to be here in the garden.
You think we? I think we should investigate the sculpture.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess we're doing that then. Someone just commandeered the Coco like a boss little intern.
I was going to go more towards the trees, seeing as I already have this new IP that has something to do with twigs, but.
The executive bro percent asked us if the lush forests still smell a little bit fishy. Does anyone think it smells fishy in here?
I'd say more salty.
I can get salty, yeah.
I always smell the smell of fish because my heart lies with the sea.
Oh god, that was beautiful. Why didn't I think of that? Some of the sculptures are really nice, others are not. Well,
you guess they were made by many different people.
Guess we're not the first people to come here to this garden.
I assume they would have needed a mixture of code and code and IP to make these sculptures.
Well, I think more importantly, regardless of what they're made out of, is that when you're in the intern testing facility, you're really just trying to stand out to executives so that you can get taken out of the intern testing facility. And I can imagine a lot of interns thinking that, creating something beautiful was one way to do that. And I think that's what we're looking at right here in the garden.
There are many. I also wish to be imitated and iterated to become the best possible intern. But I think that I can become that. I don't think I need to be replaced.
Maybe you could focus on imitating and iterating your fellow interns who are outperforming you currently. I'm
always open to hear constructive feedback. A particular sculpture style interests us. Should we continue to develop our aesthetic tastes, or should we return to our roots, the roots of the trees?
I've always been more interested in the trees this whole time.
Trees, please.
Okay, I guess I don't know what you executives think of that. Do any of the executives have any plans for Arbor Day? And what do you think of what is your favorite kind of elf? Do you like forest elves the most?
Executive the broker wants to know if we hear waves audio in the forest, and I have to say that we don't know. We're just little interns. We can't hear things.
But I think it's definitely if executive bro percent thinks that they hear wave noises, I would trust their impeccable sense of hearing and say yes, that's what you hear.
Thank you for telling us about the waves.
The trees. look like giant bonsai trees, which is
Mhm.
nice. Bonsai trees are very beautiful. That is true.
Nice thick trunks.
But it does not contribute to this garden feeling. More artificial than natural. Well, I think we'll just climb the biggest bonsai tree we can find. There is one tree that is very big.
Let's climb it.
We climb it. It's easy to climb, but we still feel cool.
Yeah, I like an easy to climb tree. These weak intern arms do not, climb difficult trees.
Wow, from up here you can see the whole intern testing facility. It really makes you think, huh? We've got the ocean of the dump. There, more Nautilus space. More
Maybe that's where the
nautical
waves-
space.
Probably where the wave sounds are coming from.
The ocean is so beautiful.
It looks like not only is the executives are fans of the ocean, but also potentially fans of moon elves and emo elves.
Gray emo elves.
Wow, I didn't even know about those kind of elves. So I just want to say thank you to all the executives out there for teaching me about new kinds of elves that I didn't know about before.
Is it possible we encountered a few wild elves on that island that they kicked us out? Do you think they kicked us out because we're not elves, we're just interns?
I think they were just interns who've been very bad
Oh.
and are hiding from the executive oversight. I've heard about their kind.
One of you might have to go on the run too if you get kicked out of if the executives decide that you're not quite up to snuff.
I think
Hey, don't blab my plan.
I'm just gonna take my starvation like a good intern. Bog looked like a little bubble bath from all the way up here. That's very cute. Didn't feel like a little bubble bath while we were in it.
Oh, I
No,
hate
it felt like melancholy.
I hate when I hear a rustling.
Oh.
But it does lead one to investigate. You can't leave a rustling uninvestigated. A pale intern with coral-colored hair regards us.
She kind of looks like you, intern Cashew.
Oh, this is weird.
She's looking
Maybe,
bored and
but, like,
sad.
Maybe like a couple, she must have cut her hair.
Yeah, a little less feral looking than you.
She tells us she doesn't want to leave this place.
Relatable, it's nice here.
She hoped no one would find her here in the garden.
Wait,
Yeah.
she doesn't have to go back to her cubicle?
Yeah, what's up with that? I mean, doesn't sound like she's doing what the executives want an intern to do, so I can't say that I approve. But
This is not me. We may look a lot the same, but I'm the one who's listening to the rules.
Oh, we just got our next brand element. We got a shape. So to keep us up to date, our brand is the shape of a tetrahedron, the color of sunflower seed gray, and the idea of knowing the best thing to do but not doing it.
it's very
All we
odd.
need now is an emotion. That's how a brand works. We still need an emotion.
A brand has 4 elements, just like there are 4 seasons, like the hotel chain, or there are 4 elements on planet Earth as well. Earth, wind, air, and fire. It's funny that everything is sort of connected like that when you think about it.
Yeah, what about magic? That's the 5th element. What about time? That's another element, huh?
I don't think so.
What about smell?
Oh, maybe.
What about farts?
That's are you are you trying to confuse me?
Is it working?
Yes. Milady Green
Oh.
Vapors here. Oh. Oh no. We are not talking about the right hotels, and Executive Lord Benito wants us to go faster.
Let's go faster.
Oh
Come on.
God, we gotta go faster.
The Milady Green Vapor, shrouded in mystery, is awaiting us at the western door. So here we have the interns are at the poker table,
Yeah,
not
while you
noticing
talk
us.
to them, instructor that's for
Oh. Oh my gosh. Is that points off on all of us or just points off on one?
We have to get out of the
Alright.
sorting facility.
We're getting out of the dump.
We're going into the dump.
Oh my gosh,
well,
points
as
off
long as
of
you both lost
everyone.
points too, I'm okay with that. Okay.
Yeah, that
Is
puts
that
us all in the same
solidarity?
place.
Are we enacting solidarity? Will this get us in trouble?
No, that just means that none of us. Oh, so here's that element that you're talking about, Isaiah. Smell and steam. These are the elements that you were referring to, right?
The dump smells like farts. I didn't say steam was an element.
Oh, but smells.
I'm not stupid.
Next to us is an oceanside factory, or ahead of us is a long row of chemical vats.
Ooh, I like vats.
Yeah. Yeah, me too.
Ooh, I love how they line the wall.
What they might contain sneezes, burps, farts, and hiccups, just like Lord Benito was, Executive Lord Benito is instructing us.
One
The
vat
four
for
other
sneezes,
elements.
1 vat for burps, 1 vat for farts, 1 vat for hiccups, 1 vat for fall, 1 vat for summer, 1 vat for winter, and 1 vat for spring, and 1 vat for Marriott.
Are you okay, Intern Cashew?
Yes,
Are you crying?
No, I'm sneezing. I'm sneezing because it's what Executive Lord Benito likes the most. It's definitely not a hiccup.
I'm sneezing, burping, farting, and hiccuping.
I don't. Okay, I mean, they were listed in preference. So it's quite possible that the Executive Lord Benito hates hiccups, which you just did.
Oh no! I'm holding in my hiccups. I'm mostly holding in my farts. I'm not really holding in my burps, and I'm not at all holding in my sneezes.
I'm letting out my fall and my summer, and I'm holding in my winter and holding in completely my spring.
Intern Cashew, are you crying? What's the matter?
Crying was
It's going to be okay.
Crying
Even
is
if
not an element.
even if
Okay.
one of us dies, we have to soldier on. It's very important that we get through the intern testing facility.
These are big vats, 20 feet tall. What was it, large base diameter? Okay, yeah. I mean, we just did sort of count them, but I guess there's more.
I wonder if they all contain different elements, in which case would be a lot of elements.
Yeah, I guess that we just learned about the ones that Executive Lord Benito was going to tell us about.
Humming is coming from one of the vats. What could that be?
It's definitely not a burp or a fart, though. It's just humming.
That is what it sounds like.
Humming is not an element. Or maybe it is, and they just didn't tell us about it.
We climb up the ladder to look into the vat. That's where we hear the hum. Let's look inside. Inside is a
Thank
meat.
you, Executive.
Oh. What?
Okay, we're looking inside. Yeah.
It's humming and swimming around iridescent liquid. The bottom feeder notices us. Whoops, you caught me again, did you? Says the fish. Don't tell anyone, and I'll let you have this. The fish uses its fin to toss something your way. An emotion.
Fine.
It's got the emotion of latency from Frine.
Wow, and you've met Frine before?
Well, legend would have it that Frine was, helped create this whole place. The whole intern testing facility used to be called the dump, when it used to just be a place where executives would dump brand elements they weren't using anymore. This is just sort of a waste disposal plant. And Frine and and their species helped process those brand elements into what helped create the intern testing facility as we know it today.
I believe that I first, okay, one point, this is a side point. I think that Executive Bro % gives us points off every time we go back. We had to go back into the intern sorting facility for a second there, and so it got loud again. So I really hope nothing gets loud again. And
Executive Bro % just told us that Brian has an OnlyFans just for execs. So
Whoa.
I don't know anything about that, obviously.
Yeah, I would.
We'll never get to see that, but it's nice to know about it.
But also, I think it's just a conspiracy theory that the executives would ever need a dump, because I assume that they would be completely efficient with everything they do.
Yeah, that's a really good point. It could just be an old wives' tale.
So heading towards the chamomile factory, we first experienced the gift shop.
This is nice.
Oh yeah, this is really nice.
Okay, I'm gonna order a coffee.
Yeah, I'm gonna browse some of the books. Ooh, they're all about chamomile.
I do not like chamomile. How do they have coffee here? At least
The barista is friendly. And
Hey, you've brought enough water for to share too, right? In that Nalgene of yours?
Yeah, why do you want some water?
Yeah, I ran out a lot of my chamomile tea.
Okay,
We didn't get to drink it at the beginning.
Here, have some water.
It's really great sharing this Cocoa with you because you get to share beverages, but you also sometimes have to share bodily functions like sneezing,
etc.
etc. I'm not listing. Oh wait, yeah, like sneezing. There's no more. That's the order of preference. Just sneezing.
Sneezing is the best.
Mm-hmm.
Sneezing is the only bodily function.
Yeah, sometimes I drink too much water and I have to sneeze.
Yeah, I only sneeze. My body doesn't do anything else.
Except for work. We also work. At least I work very hard.
It's really efficient to just sneeze.
Sometimes I work so hard I just sneeze.
Here we go. We're continuing to the factory. We're in a large warehouse. There are towers of crates of beige liquid. Everything smells of chamomile. I don't know.
Well, seems like a good place to fill up your mug there, Intern Cashew.
Everything feels like nothing. There's a foreman's office looking over the operations. From the balcony of the foreman's office, you can appreciate the grid. In the office, at the desk, you read the name tag Intern Maximus. Wow, that sounds like a very important intern.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that they're the foreman of this factory.
You look into the drawer and find a useful looking key, which you take.
Okay.
The window behind you looks out across the sea. Let's walk down to the water.
We're being naughty, Cal. We're being naughty, Cal, little interns, just like the executives ordered.
I
love being down by the docks.
I like to connect using the Naughty Cal app, which is the dating and hookup app for when you're down at the docks or when you're generally on the open seas and looking for love.
It's also you want to be naughty, but you want to do it at a specific date and time. So Naughty Cal gives you a calendar that you can schedule your naughtiness on.
So to make sure you can fit it in between your work times.
And that's what executives like, apparently, is us doing this.
Well, because Naughty Cal also gives the executives the ability to watch whatever you do schedule into your calendar.
Oh, is that why they do it? I never asked. I don't ask questions like that.
I never asked either. I didn't ask either. I found out by accident.
Well, I'm not that interested in that. I'm just gonna keep being naughty at scheduled times.
Behind the factory is a boat.
If someone wants to watch me being naughty at a scheduled time, so what?
It looks like this boat is made out of wood and in the shape of a person or a centaur, where the bottom half is a boat instead of a horse.
Yeah, I guess centaurs are just whenever you put a human body on top of anything. That makes a centaur.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
The horse part doesn't matter. It could be anything. It's just a horse is the most traditional, I think.
So anything what happens if it was the bottom half is just another person?
That would just be a person.
Well, what if it's like the top half of a person?
Top half of a person, bottom half of a person. The bottom half needs to be non-person. That's really important with how I'm trying to define a centaur right now. The bottom half can be like a phone or a book or a dog, but it can't be just be another person, I think.
Do you think there's ever been any centaur interns?
Yes.
Here we're
What
setting.
What if the bottom half is a goat?
Still broadly is a centaur, even though it has, could also be called a satyr, but it fits into the centaur classification. Maybe it can't be bipedal. Maybe centaurs can't be bipedal.
What about snakes?
Yeah, that's fine. What is that? Monopedal?
Unipedal?
Unipedal?
The sea is calming, but
It's
everything
good that
in
we're
the
back by the calming sea.
Oh no, but I wouldn't be so sure about that because everything inside the sea is not, which is a bit of misleading. The previous statement was a bit misleading.
Oh.
Starboard, we think we see a monster. Port, we think we see a foreboding island. But like the good, steady, even-keeled captains we are, we stay the course to reach the other side. I feel like since I was the captain of that vessel, that should really put a lot of points into my bucket.
Yeah.
Can I have a sip of your coffee, Intern Johnny?
Yes, of course. Here you go.
Thank you.
It's an Americano.
Yes. I got a point for my question about satyrs and snakes.
Congratulations. I'm really happy for you, Intern Cashew.
Yeah, me too. I'm glad that the executive got to hear what they thought was a good question.
I root for my fellow intern's success.
I root for the executive's pleasure.
I root for us to dock our trusty ship.
Do we all get a point for the good audio, executive bro percent?
I don't think they said anything about the good audio. I think they just... Oh, yeah, they did. Okay, yeah. Point.
Ahead of us is a tavern called Intern Paradise.
Okay.
We are entering the tavern. Intern Franken stands behind the bar, scrutinizing us.
Let's look cool. Let's try to look cool. Let's try to look
hold together, guys. She's an intern, but she's also the barkeep, you realize.
That's kind of a fun combination.
Yeah. You don't often think of it, but it is possible to be more than just an intern while still being an intern.
I think Intern Franken has really shown us that.
Franken says, "Very good, intern. Your brand is pretty cool."
Thank you.
Wow. We are going to the mall behind the bar. Will you look at that?
I've never been to the mall behind the bar. I didn't even know there was a mall behind the bar.
Let's go hang out.
Okay.
We walk through a mall. The mall's tiles are pale. Behind each door, inside each store, strange things are taking place.
No.
You find a more inviting storefront. It's a minimalist cafe.
I'm glad we skipped over all that strange things taking place. Like satyrs getting spanked.
Oh.
Yes, no thank you. I'll just take the coffee. Here we go, into the minimalist cafe. There is one customer here. He is tall and has dark, unreadable eyes.
Ooh.
He's
Hello.
sitting at his laptop.
Ooh, has a laptop.
You want me to assess your brand? Oh,
Yes.
Single?
Yes.
we just
Full
heard it was
option
cool. We just heard it was cool, so
I think we should say no to play coy.
that's what the intern asks. Okay, let's say no. I'm doing it anyways.
Ooh, they're also very forceful.
I'm bored.
Ooh, they're also bored. I think I'm in love.
Let's see. Sunflower
I
seed
wonder how the
gray.
executives feel about interns in love. Can you really be in a relationship and be totally, like in love with your job?
Well, I think we have to be capable of love to be capable of being in love with our job. So, I guess it is good to stay focused.
Sunflower seed gray. That's the color. Knowing the best thing to do in a situation, but not doing it. That's the idea. Tetrahedron.
That's the shape.
Latent.
We can schedule intern love on Naughty Cal. Lord Executive Lord Benita let us know.
Oh, thank goodness.
That means the love is sanctioned. This is a
Sanctioned naughty love between interns.
I wonder.
Sanctioned and scheduled. Ooh, we got called a premium quality brand.
I bet that on Naughty Cal you can only schedule naughtiness with other interns of similar brand quality. That's an assumption on my part.
I just assumed that they have to have schedules that line up. That's what Naughty Cal's all about.
Nice. We have passed the test.
All right. Thank you, handsome man.
Does this mean have we passed the executives test? Will we find out who's going to be determined to be the redundancy?
I guess it might be time for them to vote on who's going to starve to death.
Okay, executives in the chat, if you could all now vote on which intern you think vote just write in the chat which intern. I'm intern Johnny.
I'm intern Isaiah.
I'm intern Cashew.
So Johnny, Cashew, or Isaiah, which intern is not long for this world?
Vote for the intern you'd most like to see starve to death.
It's not even, you don't have to worry about it. It's not your fault. You're just turning off the pellets to one of our cubicles. That's the only thing we can eat in our cubicles. But that's not your problem. You can't afford to feed every intern. Okay, looks like they're thinking.
Let's keep crawling. Let's just keep trying to escape as they make this vote. Keep clicking, Johnny.
Quick, maybe we can get out. We crawl for a long time. We don't know how much time. The only concept of time that we have is that we haven't died of dehydration or starvation
yet.
Oh no, that's
thanks to your Nalgene.
Oh no, one of the executives that might be the
for intern Johnny.
One day we reach the end. This might be my end indeed. You're in a concrete basement. There's a ladder. The ladders lead you through a couple floors of storage and dingy office space. We reach the surface.
Oh no, we all have one vote against us.
Intern
Keep
Isaiah
climbing.
has one vote. Intern Cashew has one vote, and intern Johnny has one vote. Oh, and we just got out of the testing facility. We're surrounded by the hustle and bustle of hundreds of kiosks serving coffee. It's so nice up here.
The kiosk stretches
Could be us.
far. as our
Well,
intern
If we
eyes can
don't
see.
die.
Don't put us back in purgatory where we're going to starve.
Someone says they want an Americano? What could this be? Oh no.
They get a vote.
Man in a gray suit is looking at you and asking a question. Looking down, you realize you're standing inside one of the kiosks. You have
We
escaped
two-
from intern purgatory.
Who's the noisiest intern?
Yeah, we don't.
That's for Isaiah.
Interns can't hear. We don't know which one is the noisiest. Shouldn't it? Oh no.
Oh, the chapter ends here, but what does the chapter end for which of us interns?
So far, it's looking like me, my fellow interns.
It just depends on who the noisiest one is.
Well, even that would just tie things.
I don't know. Maybe if there's a tie, then none of us dies.
Or maybe we could turn each other, if it's a tie, then the people who are tied, the interns who are tied, just get turned into an internator, like a centaur, that is just the top parts of two top parts of the intern put together.
Whoa.
Okay, well,
Imagine a cursed centaur that's like a executive top half with an intern lower body.
I couldn't think of anything more horrible.
They'd always be hiding their horrible little intern legs.
That. I guess now we just have to wait to see when our food pellets stop coming out of the food pellet dispenser.
And then we'll find out who was the one who was truly the noisiest intern.
Yeah. May they die noisily.
Thank you, executives, for watching
executives.
us.
Thanks for tuning in, and if you voted to starve me to death, thank you for paying attention.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.